apologies and see first the pronunciation, and then we'll discuss the meaning. Apology.
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 Excuse.
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 Two different sounds. Excuse and excuse. Regret.
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 Sympathy.
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 Condolence.
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 What is an apology?
Excuse.
Not so much an excuse.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah. Apology is usually either a written statement or normally an oral spoken statement. I'm sorry for something I did that may have upset you or caused you a problem. I apologize. Please accept my apology. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be late. I missed the bus. Oh, that's not so much an apology as an excuse. Excuse. What is an excuse?
Say sorry.
Well, it's saying sorry, but you may be telling the truth or not telling the truth. I'm sorry, I apologize for being late for class, but my bus broke down while a mile and a half from the school, and I had to walk the whole way. That may be a good excuse, or it may be not a good excuse. Like maybe he overslept and said that the bus broke down, but actually he was sleeping in bed when the bus broke down. So that's why he was late for class. Excuse or excuse. Please excuse me. I have to leave. I have an appointment in a half hour. Please excuse me. And, or I have no excuse. Why are you late? I have no excuse. I overslept. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. Please accept my excuse. Excuse me. Excuse me, may I ask you a question? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Sir, can you tell me which way to go to the terminal, the air terminal? Excuse me. I just want to ask a question. Excuse me, may I ask a question? Of course. Excuse me, which way to the train station? Stuff like that. That's how that's used. Excuse me. Regret.
Sorry.
Yeah, another way of, I regret what happened. I'm very sorry. I regret it. I should not have done that. I made a mistake and I regret that I did that. Please accept my apology. I have. Any regrets? Do you have any regrets about that? Going to Thailand and teaching over there? Any regrets? No regrets. Everything went fine, no problem. No regrets. Sympathy. A sympathy, it would be an understanding of a certain situation. Usually it involves very sad situation. It could be sympathy, understanding how a person feels when they have lost a relative. Maybe in a car accident, or was killed, or a plane accident or something like that, that they lost a relative. And and you say, you have my sympathy. I understand the sadness, and I sympathize with you. I can feel your sadness. Sympathy. You have my sympathy. Some people in Hong Kong sympathize with the protesters. They may not be protesting actively themselves. They may be sitting at home, but they're hoping that the protesters succeed. They have certain sympathy and understanding of what the protesters are trying to do. They sympathize with the protesters. They understand and feel that the protesters are right. They're right. Sympathy. Condolence. Well, right, but a condolence usually involves an expression, a statement of sorrow for the passing of a friend or relative. You have my condolences. You can write a condolence. I am so sorry to hear that your brother-in-law was killed in a car accident. You have my deepest sympathy, and I am sending you my condolences. Condolences. They can be written or oral, stated. Condolence. Condolence, sympathy, regret, excuse, or excuse. That is a very lame excuse. What is a lame excuse? A lame excuse. The teacher is in the classroom and asks the student, "Where is your homework?"
Forget to.
Teacher, I'm sorry. My dog ate my homework. That is a very lame excuse. My dog ate the homework.
How do you spell the brand?
Okay, just a second. But to be lame is to be, in a certain way, weak in a way. A lame person. So if an excuse is lame, it's not very good. So you have a lame excuse. Lame, L-A-M-E, lame, to be not fully healthy, to be weak in a certain way. So to have a lame excuse is to have a weak excuse. Yes, you didn't do your homework, but did the dog eat it? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's a very lame excuse. Apology. Sorry. I didn't mean that to happen. Please accept my apology. Any questions about those words? Excuse me? Are there any questions about those words? No?
Why apologize and sympathize?
IZE is the ending, switches from the Y to IZE. I apologize. I apologize for whatever I did that you're not happy with. I sympathize with the protesters in Hong Kong. I think they're doing the right thing. Not everybody agrees, but I sympathize. I feel in my heart that they're doing the right thing. Sympathize. To feel the emotions of the other people in your own self. You sympathize with somebody whose a parent or relative has passed away. You feel, you understand the feeling that they have. and you express to them your condolences. I am very sorry. I heard yesterday that your uncle passed away, and I regret it, and I'm very sorry. Please accept my condolences.
Especially used in the deaf person.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a word you want to use every day. Let's put it that way. Okay, sample, relic, temple, diary, record, record. Little change just like excuse and excuse, record and record. I am going to record it for the record. Anyway, temple. What is a temple? Oh, I'm glad we're in a temple. If we were in a supermarket and everybody said here, I said, whoa. But yeah, a place of worship, a religious building where people gather to worship and perform religious ceremonies and stuff like that in the temple. It can be a Buddhist temple, it can be a Jewish temple. Many different temples. Sample. What is this sample? Right, it's a sample. Well, if you, I'm sure you've gone to the supermarkets here in Bangkok, and you'll be walking along, pushing a cart, and somebody will be standing there with a plate and little pieces of cheese or something like that. And I would hope that they would say to you, would you like a sample? A sample, a small part of a bigger thing. You can take a sample of the, interview 100 people to find out whether they like green cheese or not. And you'll find out, well, how many people did you interview? Well, we interviewed 150 people like green cheese. Well, you can say, well, that's a 50%. Yeah, well, that's a sample of the bigger population. It's a sample. Maybe the half of 1,000 people would like green cheese. Taking a sample, a small part of something to either analyze it or taste it or whatever to see if you want to get involved with the bigger part. A sample. Would you like a sample? Relic.
Reminder also.
What?
Reminder.
Reminder? A relic. A relic. And many times you go to temples that have been there for a very, very long time. And you may find in the temple relics from hundreds of years ago. Something, a book, a stone figure, a statue from 5,000 years ago or 1,000 years ago. It is a relic, something from the ancient past that has survived to this day. A museum, you may find relics of old buildings or relics of famous places or whatever. Something that was left, that survived from 1,000 years ago, a relic. An ancient relic. Diary. A diary. I made an entry in my diary. Oh, morning. Diary. A diary is a daily exercise, a daily report on your activities for the day. Do you keep a diary? Is there anyone in this room that keeps a diary? Every day, the day, breakfast, coffee, newspaper, TV news, exercise at the gym, email to brother in America. Does anybody keep a diary? They write every day? I do. I've kept a diary for a book every day, 47 years. I have it every day, everything I did. That's why when I go back to America after this class, I look at the diary for like the day, and I remember everybody. Right. A diary. To record. I record in my diary. I make a record. Record. He's recording, or you can make a record, a record that plays and sings songs, and songs on the record. Record, record. I am recording this in my diary at the moment, writing it down, recording. Or the singer is in the studio recording her new song. Recording her new song, which will be available on records very soon, or something like that. Record, record. Or the top 1 mile runner, the 1 mile runner set the world record yesterday at 3 minutes and 52 seconds flat. He set the world's record for the 1 mile run. He holds the record. When they say that, that means that he's holding the fastest time ever for that distance.
The record, you mean have the pronunciation?
Yeah, 2 sounds.
One is the word, is the,
Yeah. I am recording what happened in this class for the record, which I will give to Surapet at the end of the class. She said it. What?
Register.
Register?
Yes. Same.
Register, not necessarily the same. I am going to register for the class. That means I would go, let's say, into the school office and say that I'm here and I would like to register for the class. My name, my address, telephone. Well, when you are writing on the book, the registration book, you are recording the information. I am registering for the class. Then you record, and the person there would say, oh, okay, would you record your name and address? Oh, okay. I am now registered. That's that thing. You can record it in your diary, and that's not necessarily registration. Record, diary, temple, relic. We went to the temple and saw the ancient relics. There was a statue from 600 AD, still looking as if it was brand new. Any questions? Sample. Would you like a sample? Do you like green cheese? Would you like a sample? It's something like that. A little piece of a bigger thing, a sample. Not the whole thing, just, they offer you a sample and hoping that you'll buy the big box or the big piece of cheese or whatever. Any questions about these words? Pronunciation?
And regret they use in for writing or speaking regret. I never heard of people talk to
I regret to say. Oh, no, people would use that often. You know, and in an apology, you could hear the word regret. I'm very sorry for what happened, and I do apologize. I regret the fact that you were upset by the fact I didn't call last night at 5 o'clock. I regret that. I'm sorry that you're upset. Please accept my apology. I'll call you tonight at 5 o'clock. Yeah, maybe. But that's the idea. Regret? Sorry. I regret what happened.
It have to be a big sorry, something like that.
No, it's up to you. It's up to the speaker to when he wants to use the word regret. Remember the famous Frank Sinatra song, I have regrets, but they're too few to mention. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Regrets, but they're too few to mention. Regret, you can use that. You can use it in a very serious situation or not so serious. It depends on the speaker. I regret that I didn't call you last night at 5 o'clock to tell you that I wouldn't be able to call you last night at 5 o'clock. Well, that's not such a big deal, but you use the word regret. Any other questions? Don't offer a lame excuse. My excuse. Little lame, little weak. Okay, maybe these words will be a little understandable. Okay, we'll try these and see how we do. Daily, weekly, weekly, monthly, yearly, annually. No, I'm sorry, annual. Legal. Illegal. True. False. Unsure. What is daily? Newspaper? Well, yeah, they sometimes call it the daily paper. Yeah, daily is every day. Every day I go daily to the shop and buy the newspaper. Every morning, 7 o'clock. Whoop. Daily paper, every day. Whatever is every day is daily. Weekly. Weekly. Every on Sunday, I go visit my friend in assisted living or something like that. Every Sunday, weekly. I pay a weekly visit to my friend. Monthly. Yeah, way to go. Hey, wow, I'm starting to really get it now. Right, monthly, once a month. Every month I go see my friend across town for a visit. Every month. On the third day of every month, monthly, I go and visit my friend.
Yearly.
Okay, here it comes, the hard one. Yearly.
Once a year.
Once a year. Yearly. How often do you visit Thailand? Yearly. Once a year. Here I am. He showed up. Annual.
Every year.
Every year. It is an annual event. Every year on the 3rd of October, this happens. This event occurs. It is an annual event. Once every year. Boom. Legal.
Legal is not true. It's legal, it's not true.
Legal.
Legal, the law.
Right. It's legal.
The
Outlaw.
law.
No, not outlaw. Legal is within the law.
In the law.
This action is legal. It is within the law. You are able to do this. Why? Because it is a legal act. You can do it. When you drive along a highway at 30 kilometers an hour and the speed limit is 30 kilometers an hour, that is the legal limit. You are at the legal limit. Within the law. If you're doing it legally, they're not going to come and arrest you. But if you do it illegally, what is illegal?
Outlaw.
Right, outside or against the law. That is illegal. You can't do that. You're under arrest. You can't go out and start breaking the neighbor's windows with the stones. No, you're under arrest or damaging property. It is an illegal act. Legal, illegal. Within the law, outside the law, or against the law. True.
Again, true.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, true, correct, true statement. True. Is it true? Is it raining? Is it true? No, it's not raining. It's not true.
It's not true.
But if it is raining, it is true, because it is raining. True. Accurate, correct, true. False.
Not true.
Not correct. Not correct.
Exactly. Not false. Yeah, false. Not true.
Not true.
A lot of, you could have a true and false test in school. You know, what is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. or Bangkok? True or false? Washington, D.C., true. Bangkok, false. Capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. True, false. True or false question? Unsure.
Not sure.
Exactly. That was very good. Unsure, not sure. Right. Right. Unsure, not certain.
Not sure.
Is it true
Not true.
or is it false?
Not true.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm unsure about that. It could be true or it could be false. I'm unsure. Is it raining? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Let me look out the window. Oh, no. Oh, now I'm sure it's not raining. But when I couldn't see out the window, I was unsure, not certain. Maybe, maybe not. Legal, illegal, true, false, unsure. Any questions? Now, the words or the pronunciation? Illegal, it's down here. Illegal.